Well, hi, it's Lonnie at Grace Blossoms for you, and it is time again for hashtag ATC Make It, Share It. It's an open collab hosted by myself, and I invite anyone who wishes to participate to do so. Just use that hashtag and tag me so I can get to know your channel and like your video, and I'll watch it too. So it's one way I can think of to support people that are in this community, and I think we have a really good community. I've noticed that lots of people have been doing that, having an open collab and then supporting those people that watch and participate in it, and I really appreciate that. So if you're watching, thank you, and if you're liking and subscribing, thank you so much. It's encouraging to know that people like what you're doing, even though it seems like it's not much, but I think we can all use a little encouragement. So today I want to make some ATCs for my Winnie the Pooh journal. And I think these are probably not going to be quite the right size, but I just wanted to cut off the little fitses of leftover paper here. My trimmer is not very sharp, so it's not great at cutting. But I'm not cutting off much, so it should still be okay. At least it'll fit the sleeves that I got. Alright, so I wanted to work on black today because I have these 3 images that I want to put on. So I'm just going to need 3 pieces, and I will add these to my spare bases. Alright, one of these is going to be landscape. That will be the owl. I was happy I found these images. I wasn't quite sure how I was going to decorate my journal. And there's Tigger. He's so happy. I didn't really want to cut the whiskers out, so I just kind of gave him an overall. I had a piece of paper with his name on it. Looks like I lost that on the way to the craft room. I tell ya, it's not one thing, it's another. Alright, so if you haven't seen my Winnie the Pooh journal yet, I've only got the cover that's completed, but I'm happy with how it's coming along so far. And so I'm starting to build up some things for inside. Now I was thinking that it would be cool to have some kind of design in the background of these, and again I'm still leaning towards acrylic, so I'm just gonna round these. So how is everyone today? Hope you're doing well. I started posting these on Thursdays mostly because that's the only day that, well, Tuesdays and Thursdays. Tuesdays I'm kind of involved with the Twinchy craze, and it's either that or making tags. And I am working on some tags, but I keep getting sidetracked into my Winnie the Pooh journal here. Well, it is a project of the month at hashtag JJ Madness, hosted primarily by Susan at I Turtly Love It. and she has a guest a guest host this month. That's DC Doll Artist, I believe that's how you say it. I will link those below so you can take part if you would like. It's also open to anyone who would like to participate. The monthly theme this month is a children's book, and that's what brings me to doing Winnie the Pooh, because I was going to be doing it anyways. So okay, so I'm going to probably ink the edges here. I'm still debating whether I should do some mark making. I actually had an idea to do some doodling with a gel pen. Maybe I should do that first and see if I like that. I'm just trying to give this guy a nice edge here. Yeah, that looks good without all the other colors showing. I'm just going to do the edge of this one. As far as I understood the instructions for the Junk Journal Madness monthly journal, which is the children's book, we are to do 8 embellishments, if that's right. I mean, usually I have way more than that, but I probably will have way more than that here too. But the other thing was using 8 materials. So that one might be a little bit of a stretch. I'm not sure if I'm understanding that part correctly, but alright, so now what? Okay, so I found some fun things I can try here. That's a pentagon, not quite a hexagon, but it'll have to do. That was the first thing I thought of. Tigger's always bouncing. So kind of scared to start. Well, let me just pick one and do some fun things on there. So we'll just do some things here. Okay, now we have to decide who we're going to put on there. It needs something else. Found this letter ruler, stencil ruler. I don't think Tigger would fit, but Owl would. So I need an O, maybe on this side. Not much coming out. Oh, there it comes. It's thinking about it. It needs a little bit of persuasion. And there's the L. Okay. I managed to persuade some out. Oops, wrong one. There we go. Alright, let's see if I left him enough room there. That would work. What else? There seems to be a little extra room here yet. I think maybe just some more shapes. Okay, we need something else. What shall it be? The owl is on a branch and he's looking down at something. And in the story, it is probably Winnie the Pooh. But I don't have a Winnie the Pooh small enough. Maybe a sticker? I already have a word. Okay, that'll do. Alright, let's glue this down before I change my mind. A little too much glue. And now some of this isn't even going to show up. Some of the background. Well, I'll have to do a little better than that, I guess. Okay, I'm just going to trim this out. And it looks like it needs some more gold here to show up. Maybe I rubbed it against it so it came off. Okay, let's let that one dry. Now for Winnie the Pooh. I have some tiny snipper roll here. We could maybe have him sitting on that. This reminds me of in the book where he is climbing the ladder of letters. Okay, there's a piece of tape right there, so I'm gonna skip that and use the next piece. Okay, once again, I need something in the back. I think for him, I'd like to do the gold, but I'm going to stick with white. I'm going to do some spirals. And I should take my time. I'm finding this enjoyable, but also challenging because I have made quite a few journals, and although they've all been somewhat different, they've all been somewhat the same. So I feel like I'm stepping out of my norm here. And it feels good. So let's see here. A few more. Okay. Okay, what's another one? Okay, I wrote Bouncing Tigger, because after all, that's what Tiggers do best. And then I'm going to do sort of a spring. Okay, like that. Okay, I'm just gonna try and outline that a bit more boldly. Okay, there he is. So they all look a little different, and yet they're all similar. I don't mind them. I think they work. The black background really makes them pop, I think. So, all right. Those are my ATCs for today. Thank you for joining me. And again, I invite you to participate if you would like to at all. The information will be in my description box below. Thanks for joining me, and we'll see you again next time. Bye for now.